Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Funko Illuminati. So I figured today I would do a basically a social get together. Anybody's welcome to come on, all walks of life. And I just forgot to turn the sound off on this. That was foolish of me. Uh, where was I? Yeah. So it's going to be a social get together. Basically, anybody can come on that wants to come on. We're going to talk. The only rule that I have is let's keep it friendly. Other than that, everything else is good to go. So I'm going to send the link out now into chat. And there we go. It's out into the wild. Basically, I'm going to be stuck working from home for the next couple foreseeable weeks. So I figured everybody else is probably in similar situations as well. And I thought this would be a good thing to do. You know, people can talk, people can get together, we can shoot the breeze, talk about our interests, things that are currently happening in our lives, or anything in general, really. I mean, because let's be honest, sports are canceled. Besides, and most television shows apparently are being put on hiatus as well. So, I mean, obviously, it's going to be a very interesting time now. Hey, Left Coast Pops. I just posted the link to the stream if anybody wants to come on. I'll post it again. Basically, just doing a social talk. I mean, we can talk about anything anybody wants. You can pimp your channel, you can pimp your Instagram, Twitch stream, doesn't matter. I recently did a collab with another YouTuber and her husband here in Hamilton. They're a gaming couple, so I thought, so I put the word out there in their Discord as well as into the Funko Collector Society, along with my Instagram. So we're just gonna take it as it comes. See who wants to come on. Hey, LB, what's up? So basically, anybody who wants to pop on can. So far, it looks like it's just me. Anybody's welcome to step up. Well, let's see. Well, I did get some mail today. Not much. I mean, got 2 of these, so I'll probably be looking to see if I can get a Con Sticker Gambit for it, just because it's the one I wasn't able to get out of the show. Out of the Funko shop. It was in the cart and disappeared just as quickly. I'll set up. Okay, so it looks like we got one person. Anybody else? Come on, anybody. What else is there? Hey, Alex Lopez, what's up? I don't know when you popped in, but basically I'll go over it again. The nature of this is just anybody who wants to come on and talk, we can talk. Because I'm sure everybody's okay, cool, man. Left and pops. Hey, what's up? I'll post the link again. Basically, I'll go over for people who just popped in again. I know I'm kind of repeating myself like a broken record, but basically what the whole purpose of this is I'm sure some people are going stir crazy. I just actually got my PC set up, so I'm going to be working from home for the next foreseeable future. It could be anywhere from 2 weeks to a couple months from what I was told. There is no set date. So I figured since human interaction is at a limited capacity for a lot of people, I would do this live stream. People could come on. We can shoot the breeze. I set it up to be for, at least in my time zone after dinner. All I ask is that we just keep it clean and be good to each other. Other than that, anybody can come on, talk about what they want to talk about, pimp their channel, talk. Basically, that's just it. I mean, I don't really have any agenda on this. I want to keep it kind of organic. Anybody is allowed to come on. I'm just kind of filibustering right now. It's kind of weird too today. I just recently, I hadn't gone grocery shopping in 2 weeks. Living on your own, you pretty well, groceries go through relatively slowly, and it was a bit of an eye opener, especially being out in the public today. It was different, really. I mean, I'm not used to shelves being empty. I'm not used to. Cool, Chris. I'll be honest with you, and this is disheartening to me. There was a lot of ugliness outside. I noticed today. People unnecessarily being mean to each other or rude, just because obviously people are under stress. I get it. Especially people with kids, man. I don't know how you guys are doing it, especially being with having the wee ones in the house, trying to keep them entertained, but at the same time, it's got to be difficult. It is difficult. And, I don't know. I don't get rattled too often. Most people that know me personally, I'm a bit of a smart ass, but generally speaking, I try to be a good person. And it's, even offering to help somebody today, they thought that they were. Long story short, buses here in Hamilton are free, which basically means that as long as you go, you have to go in through the back and keep your distance, which is fine. I tried to help a lady today, and she was not having it. She was just, yeah, you're right, Alex. Exactly. She put it out very nicely. Basically, no sense of humanity, just self-preservation. And you know, it's it, well, unfortunately, Chris, I'm not much of a recluse. I mean, I know as sad as it sounds, my work is one of the very few places where I have social interactions. As I mentioned in the applesauce challenge, I wasn't much of a social person, and I was very introverted and didn't realize I was kind of miserable. I mean, it's obviously everyone's wired differently, but in my case, I thought keeping my distance and keeping people at bay. Like that song, I'm a Rock, I'm an Island. And I didn't realize that interacting with people is actually kind of fun, as long as you take them at your own level. Um, as long as you take them at your own pace, people can be relatively nice. And unfortunately, it seems to, just going to post that link again if anybody wants to hop on. It's, I don't know. It's a weird time. I will definitely say that. Fritzy training to be a social hermit has paid off. Oh please, Fritzy, you're the most social person I know. The most social hermit. There's a band name. But I just want. I don't know. I know I'm just maybe I'm talking out my backside, but I just want people to be good to each other. It's simple as easy. I mean, but lately it seems to be more difficult than others. So does anybody want to come on? Anybody? Bueller? What else is there? Well, I mean, that's pretty well it. I mean, not much has happened. Aside from trying to find essentials, that was difficult. Hey JJ, what's up, man? I was just saying, if anybody wants to hop on, you can. I'm gonna pimp that link out again. Basically, that's the link to the StreamYard. If anybody wants to come on, just click on that and hop on. All I ask is just be good to each other. That's it. Be cool. And I'm about to have my first unhealthy drink. That's the one thing I'm currently missing is coffee. All the coffee shop. 1 second. It's not too bad. My coffee maker broke about a year ago, but because I live downtown, there's like 1,000 coffee shops, Tim Hortons, McDonald's, mom and pop's places. So getting coffee has never really been an issue. But honestly, it's I'm jonesing for coffee bad. And the worst part is I don't want to buy another coffee maker. So I've been living off drinking one of these at least for my coffee fix. Hey Rockstar, if you're hearing me, man, let me know. Never done a sponsorship before. Be kind of cool. So what's everyone else up to? Anything interesting? Anything you were surprised to find? Anything mail worthy? I'm pretty well up for anything at this point. Yeah, there's there's a place just around the corner from here, a dollar store plus a liquidation place. So they sell these little puppies for about $1.50. So picked up a few along with some produce, which was kind of difficult to find. Meat though, man, meat. I can't believe how expensive meat is. Like seriously, I don't. It's clear that obviously I don't do a lot of grocery shopping. Oh, and the black beast finally wakes. Or she's just changing positions. Hey, Christina, what's up? Wow, 9 people. Not bad. More than I was expecting. Just a second. I'm going to check some other venues. One moment. See if anybody else wants to come on. Hey, if anyone wants to come on, you're welcome. There we go. Hey, Mitch. And B-Dog. Hey, guys. I'll post that out there. You know what? Let's give some wrenches to people. So B-Dog, you're now a moderator. Oh, sorry, Mitch. Now you're a moderator. Now B-Dog, you're a moderator. Hey, Tickles, what's up? Tickles is already a moderator. Let's make JJ a moderator. And let's make LB a moderator. You're a moderator. Everyone's a moderator. And it looks like we have our first contestant of the day up. Let's take a look.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Basically just I had this idea for combating people going stir crazy. So I thought I'd do basically a social. Anybody who wants to come on, talk about what they want, not selling anything, not pushing anything, no agenda, just
bye. No, I'm kidding. So I did have something come in today, though.
Oh, really? What? Oh, nice.
And minty fresh, by the way.
I bought 2 more of these, so I'm trying to eventually trade it off for a Gambit with a sticker.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. They were still up for a while, even for the shared one, but people are so scared of Walgreens. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I did 2 Joffreys for Toys R Us, and actually, do I even yeah. So here's the box it was shipped in.
Okay,
would you guys like to see? Would you like to see all the bubble wrap that was in it? Here, careful now. I don't want to get it all on my.
Oh. That's bad. How did they come in?
Well, here's the funny part. So the person who bought it, I said, "Oh yeah, good news! They showed up beautifully." So I sat him here, took a picture, and then when I went to go and put him, anytime anybody buys anything from uses my address for shipping to Canada for Toys R Us, I have what I call travel heart stacks that I just temporarily put stuff in for people, so that way I don't have to worry about it getting damaged before I ship it out. And the back of one has a long crease.
Ooh.
So, but
hey Mitch, hey JJ, hi DJ and Christina. I just want to say hi to everybody before, because people were saying hi and I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, JJ, I just got my shipping slip, but it hasn't come through yet. So
there we go. So that crease. So can you return the one that has a crease, or what's the policy with Toys R Us?
Well, that's a good question. Let's take a look. I don't believe it. Oh wait, let me turn it over. I thought they sent me nothing but French instructions. I was like, oh, great.
I was about to say I was like, maybe he's reading different language. I saw the English ones in the back.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, they printed it 2 side. I can mail it back. It's actually up to the person that purchased it. So I'm gonna give them the choice. They're actually in the chat now. We'll talk afterwards. I'm not too worried about it. I got a few things I got to ship out. I got to ship Gene stuff out. I haven't had a chance to actually get to the post office to mail these out. So,
oh, the stickers.
Yeah,
stickers. Also got this coming. another Walgreens pop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you
I
order?
know.
It did you order it from Walgreens?
No, I actually won this, and it was in minty. Like I won this on one of Jay's lives, and it was minty. So I was like,
Uh,
this. I switched it for something else. I forgot what it was, and then I got a. Then Magoo traded me Alduin for like another wall or Star Wars pop that was like probably worth $10, but he doesn't care. He just
hmm.
loves Star Wars.
You know what I was noticing the other day, like this morning, because I've been slowly trying to get this place so that
Hmm.
it's I don't know. I'm trying to make it so that I'm not gonna go, as we watch videos of me over the
Cabin
next couple
fever.
weeks. Yeah, over the next couple of weeks, the hair starts getting thicker, the hair gets a little more frazzled.
Hmm. You think? Look, I couldn't even go to get a haircut before everything shut down. So you're gonna look like, well, you might not get to this level, but you know.
No, I shaved just before coming on. But so, anyways, I was noticing. You notice the plant that you see here, right?
Oh, right there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's called a Wandering Jewel, and I didn't realize this, but I was looking at all my old videos, and you see when I first took propagated it, and I never realized how long it actually has gotten so far.
Oh yeah, man. The thing again, control. My grandmother has one
Yeah.
that starts at the window, goes up, wraps around, reaches the living room, go to the other window.
Well, what this plant does is once the vine gets long enough, it will actually pop off a segment. So the one day when I came home, there was like a segment on the ground. I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, I thought the cat might have knocked it off, but no, it's just what it does. It just
You
pops
watch the
off."
replay? Did you watch the replay or did you just look it up?
What? Oh, what did I miss?
Wait, what happened?
Oh,
Hey, damn cheating. Wait, who did he say?
Gene is mean to me.
Uh, wait, who's he talking to though?
I have no. Well, I see. Hi, B Dog. Welcome everyone. Fritzy, get a sticker. Hi, Fritzy Funko. Hi, Christina. Hey, Fritzy. Hey, Mitch. Looks to be able to
Oh, he's talking to Mitch.
Fritzy,
He's talking to Mitch.
don't cheat on Gene. Gene
Yeah,
is mean to me.
yeah, because what you call it? Dead Zone calls Mitch sexy beard. So now Fritzy's kind of messing with Mitch.
I don't know, Fritzy, man. I've seen you grow facial hair. It's a good try. I mean, it's better than mine. I'll give you that.
Mm.
Oh, it's fine. I did this because I know normally I eat dinner around 5 o'clock, so I thought 6 o'clock would be a good time to throw it on. My idea is just to keep this going for 2 hours, maybe three, depending on how things go, and then shut it down for the night because, well, I'm sure people have lives. Anyways, I'll go over it one more time, just for everybody in the room who just popped in. Uh, there is no agenda to this. There is nothing being pushed or anything like that. Basically, it's just a social. I'm sure people here are, currently have no choice but to stay home, especially with kids, family, or whatever circumstances. This is an opportunity for people to come on and meet new individuals, share conversations, share stories, have a good time. It's basically a social. Think of it like a bunch of people meeting at a coffee shop, except obviously we can't meet in coffee shops right now, so this is the next closest thing. So I figured why not? Oh, sorry, I was just, if you're wondering why I stopped mid sentence, I was just reading Fritzy's thing here. Um, So what I'm doing right now is periodically I'll be posting the link to the StreamYard. If the mods want to do it for me, that's even better. It will save me a copy and paste. Basically, if you want to hop on, go right ahead. All I say is just be good to each other. I'm not really a stickler for profanity. I mean, if you drop a few, that's fine as long as it's not completely, uh, you know, you use the word F word as an adjective, noun, and verb. That's,
Oh, I
but yeah.
could go on for days.
Well, all depends. I mean, I think was it you that I told or somebody? I stepped on a nail when I was like 12 and it went through the bottom of my sneaker and through the
Oh
top of
yeah,
my
no, you
sneaker.
told all of us.
Yeah, and I used every piece of profanity I knew and then some I never knew existed.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to me when I did that, but I definitely did that once. I probably cursed people in 3 different languages, and I only know two.
It was funny too because when it happened, my mom were in the hospital afterwards, and they're checking me out and checking the wound and everything, and
Yeah.
she's like, "That's your only time." What? That's your only time. The only time you will ever get to use every single line like that in front of me and not get. It was like, okay.
I hope so. I would hope so. Yeah. So it's kind of weird for me when I get, you can't really do nothing about stuff you win,
Yeah.
but it's kind of weird when you win stuff that you don't care about, but they are decent pops, like they don't look bad and people actually want them. And it's so hard to find somebody that, hey, like if they're collecting. I always find, you ever find it weird that when you try to trade with somebody, it's hard because half the time they might not have enough of like what you like because they actually collect something different than you, and that's why they want what you don't want.
Do you know what my first chase was? And
But
then my next three after that? First chase was Alora from Sleeping Beauty.
don't even never seen it.
Okay, so anyways, it's a Disney princess.
Yeah,
bought
I know who
it,
it is.
and I
Yeah.
was with a friend, and she's a huge. Oh, Left Coast, there he is. I'm gonna throw him into the chat in just a second.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Hey, Left Coast.
Yo,
With a friend, and she's a huge. Oh, Left Coast, there he is. Gotta throw him into the chat. I think you had
Yo.
your.
oh, the playback.
There we go. Turned it off. My bad.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
it's quite all right, mate.
Yeah.
I was just saying my first chase was the Allura from Sleeping Beauty, and I was with a friend, and she's a huge Disney fan. She had it already, so I was like, you know what, fine. I need to break my chase cherry, so I bought it. And then as soon as I bought it, I'm looking at this thing in my apartment going, I got nothing but Marvel and DC and horror stuff.
And Alora.
Yeah. So I threw it up online, and I met this seller. She had two little girls, and I sold it to her, and she goes, "How did you come across this?" I walked in Hot Topic. I'd never bought a chase in my life, and it was there. She's like, "How much?" She's like, "How much you want for it?" Just what I paid for it.
Yeah.
Hey, how much did you find out it went for later?
I have no clue what it's worth now. I mean, it wouldn't matter anyways. I mean,
It's already gone, but I always
Yeah.
like to look at just look it up because be
Well,
curious. Because
so it's
I
it's
had
like
a
this.
chase in my hand and I only bought it to help somebody out, and I probably paid like $20 for it, and
Well-
right now it's going for like 80.
this is worth 100 right now, and I don't.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because when I did it to help somebody, that I'm cool with. and
Hey,
it's fine,
Mama
like,
J.
whatever. But hey, Mama J.
So
That
how you
didn't
doing,
matter
Left
to me.
Coast?
Hey, Elizabeth.
I'm just chilling, man, hanging out, nothing too wild. Living my best life over here, stuck in the house. Actually, in celebration of hanging out with you, I made poutine at home. So
Now,
Oh.
remember, it's got to be fries, cheese, then fries, cheese, then gravy.
see, I blew it. I went just fries, cheese, some sort of soy meat, and then gravy. So no, I'm sorry.
Actually, the best poutine I ever had in my life was, and of course, you're never going to find it anywhere. I went up to visit some family out of res, and they had bear meat.
Wow.
Yeah, and the guy, and I'm like eating this, and I'm like, this doesn't taste like beef, but it looks like beef. And I said, is this bear? And the guy's like, yeah, how do you know? I said, I've had it before, but I've never had it in this.
On
Yeah,
this kind of
that's
plate.
Yeah, the weirdest meat I ever tried. I'm vegan now, but the weirdest meat I ever had was alligator. When I was on tour and we were in Louisiana, and they had gator nuggets, and I was like, well, I can't not try gator nuggets. You know what I mean?
I've heard of that. I was watching some cooking show, and the guy was making it out of the tail, and like doing it all up, and yeah, he's it looked good.
It
I
tastes just like chicken, honestly. It was like I was like, oh, I'm having chicken nuggets. This isn't anything wild.
Yeah. I've never had anything too crazy. I think that wildest kind of meat I've ever had is not even that wild. It was probably oxtail and cow tongue.
That's pretty normal. Like lengua.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal. So that's as far
Well,
as I ever got.
if you ever get ground bear meat, just remember when you barbecue it, keep the lid of the barbecue open, and stand about a good 3 feet away when you press down on it.
Yeah.
It's literally just grease,
Oh,
and you get like 6 foot flames off of it.
right into your eyeballs.
Well, that happened actually, not in my face, but I was like, the first time I ever got ground bear meat, somebody had given to me because I don't do it anymore, but I can. I used to do like bead work, like on jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to do that. So I was fixing someone's jacket, redoing some beads that had fallen out and mending it. And the guy's like, "What do you want for payment?" I said, "Don't worry about it." He goes, "I got bear meat." I went, "Deal." So
You're like, I'll take.
Yeah, so he gave me some bear meat and some venison sausage, and I'd never cooked bear meat before. And he's like, "Yeah, just be careful; it's really greasy. You want to cook it like outside in a barbecue." It's like, "Oh, okay, fine." So,
yeah, those ones can get dangerous. I've heard that, like, I mean, what is it, like an asinine number of houses light on fire every year on Thanksgiving because they try to fry turkeys or whatever.
Oh no! I've seen like those things like can explode. That's why.
Yeah, they just blow up. It's
when
wild.
I was in college, a bunch of us, because we had a bunch of international students. Like I had one roommate who was from China, another one from India, a guy that I met, still friends with. He's from Venezuela. So we're all renting this house, and we kind of just met each other there. So somebody had read about, like you said, deep frying a turkey, right?
Yeah.
We found a rental place in the city where you could buy the apparatus, and this guy comes and they deliver it. So the guy comes over and he's like, "So yeah, we're not putting this in the house. You need to have," and he sets it up, and he's like talking to us like we're adopting a child. He's like, "Okay, so I'm dropping it off at 9 o'clock. I'll be here. We'll be here tomorrow at 5 o'clock to pick it up." And we paid the extra for him to bring the oil. He goes, "This is the oil. This is how you fill it." It had like a crank so you could lower the bird down in a basket and then crank it back up so you didn't have to pull anything out.
That's wild.
It was good. It was really good.
Oh man. I imagine that it's pretty delicious considering people like put their houses in danger every year to get it. So
oh man,
I'm sure it's so good.
Man,
I've seen sounds like your wee ones are killing each other.
Oh, I only got one. But it's just because she's watching YouTube.
Yeah.
So she'll start screaming.
So she's wilding out.
Yeah, she's having a ball right now. Because she did have to do homework in the morning because I got her whole thing. She's only in pre-K, so they can't do the video stuff.
Yeah.
So
my little sister is she's 11 and she's at home right now with my mom, and like she's like on this like, oh man, it's summertime, like let's wild out, let's have fun, stay up all night, whatever. And then my mom's like, yo, like you're gonna read an hour every day, like you're gonna stay on top of your everything,
She's got
we gotta have our pops welcome.
Hey,
I let her get away with it for like the first 2 days, and then I was like, okay, now it's time to get down to work.
Yeah, when you realize it starts to get real that you're probably going to be stuck inside for a few weeks, you're like, all right, we really got to get onto this work stuff.
My cousin's got a farm, so it's springtime, right? So they're getting the greenhouse ready. They're prepping a lot of the land, and so they're a very close-knit community where they live, right? This is the British side of the family.
Yeah.
So I called my cousin up because I need to get some information, and I hear kids complaining. I said, "What's going on?" She goes, "Yeah, your two cousins." And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "They're working." I said, "Doing what?" She goes, "Planting." I said,
"Yeah."
So, well, because they had the same idea. It's like, great, we'll go out and party. He's like, no, you're
nope, you're staying home and you're gonna make the most of this time.
Yeah.
But by the way, I don't know if you saw Illuminati, but Elizabeth's got a nice pull in one of her boxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you look at the chat, I don't know if you want to see it for yourself or you want me to just tell you.
Well, what did you have to pull out, Sean? That's all I saw. Oh, I was talking about a turkey out of the deep fryer. But what did Elizabeth get?
From what I can see, is the metallic toucan.
Nice.
Damn, nice.
Congratulations. Just a second, guys. So for all the new people that just came in, basically I'll go over it again. This is just a social, no agenda, no raffles, nothing. Just people talking, having fun. If anybody wants to hop on, mods, if you can, just post the StreamYard link every now and then. And we're just basically, this is to help people deal with being locked in a house with their loved ones.
When we started, but when people start coming over, I have my brother works at a hospital, so sometimes he stops here. I was like, "You work at a hospital, don't stop here." So that's what I told him.
You ain't coming here no more.
No, but it's crazy because they they don't have janitors right now. They have like basically like health control, like in bodysuits, cleaning while they're in regular clothes.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
I don't know. I live downtown in a major city, and I could play street hockey right now.
Yeah.
It's
I went out yesterday to go grocery shopping. I was like, I need a little bit, but man, I was like, oof, this is rough out here. Like nobody. It's so funny because now, like you were talking about earlier, how weird it is. Like nobody wants to help each other or be anywhere else, you know, whatever. But people won't even like look each other in the face. It's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Like I was like, this is asinine. Like you guys won't even. I don't know. Like I did self checkout, and then as I'm walking out, this lady like. I'm pushing my cart, and she like moved out of the way without even looking up. She's like looking at the ground. I'm like, guys, like this is wild, you know? Like,
well, I went to Walmart.
Like lepers or something, you know?
Well, I went to Walmart last night, and because I had to pick. Long story short, I purchased something for Gene, and I missed the delivery, so the pickup place is up on what we call the mountain.
Yeah.
So I went up there, and I went into Walmart, and there's 7 people in front of me, including myself. I watched 5 out of the 7 just treat that poor cashier like garbage, just horrible. And of course, I haven't been grocery shopping in 2 weeks, right? So I get there, and I was really in a fog. Like I was taken back because I'm not used to this, right?
Yeah.
And I asked her, I said, "Has everyone been treating you like this today?" She goes, "Pretty well." I said, "I am so sorry that you have to go through this. I mean, I don't know you, and seem like, and you've kept your calm the entire time, but I don't understand why, man. Like seriously,
You'd be surprised how much that small of a gesture will help somebody get through the day. Trust me, because I have family who worked at situations like that, man, and it's you get that one nice person that'll help you kind of push through a little bit.
Well, look. I'll be honest with you. Outside of YouTube, I'm a very cynical, smart ass, but my rule is if a person's down, you don't kick them.
Yeah.
That's the end of the fight. You walk away.
Mm-hmm.
But watching just one person after another
and it's like these are the people that are getting like paid the worst, have like the worst jobs, and they're out here like catching it so much. Like I don't know, it's rough. Like I don't know, man. I've been ordering Postmates every once in a while.
Well, are you guys getting free delivery? Because I heard that most of the apps over here are offering free delivery.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention, to be honest. But I'll order Postmates, and then like the driver will be like, "Yeah, like people are out, but like no one's like tipping," and I'm like, "That's crazy to me." Like these people are out on the front lines, like with the through BS out there,
I know Domino's over here, they're actually offering 50% off anything on their online menu, which is
yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. I know. I know sometimes I'm slipping up, but I try to be.
I actually forgot to send that to him. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff, and I'm surprised there's still people out there working. Like you see, the drivers are still out there and everything.
There's some people that straight are like ignoring the idea of social distancing or whatever you want to call it. It's wild to me. I'm like, guys, like let's just not be around each other. Like it's not that serious.
Well, it's different because like my mother, she works at the airport.
Yeah.
So when she comes around my kid, it's difficult because there's actually people at the airport who are sick.
Yeah.
And then they show up like that. And then there was a case just yesterday, and when she came in, she went straight to clean up everything, and she probably didn't come out of that bathroom for a while before she even got close to my kid.
Yeah, my mom and I had to have that long, hard talk, like, because I work in, both my wife and I work in retail, and like, she works at a pretty prominent store where, there's like 1,000 people a day.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of one of those things where they finally shut her store down, and she's working from home when she can, but still has to go in, but there's only the managers there. And like, for me, I was working until this past Sunday, and my mom was straight up like, "Hey, like you can't come over and see your sister because like we can't risk her getting sick, and I can't go see my grandma." So it's a bummer out here, man. Like, it's not an ideal situation for everybody.
Well, I tell that to my brother too because he's got 2 kids at home, so it's hard because he works at a hospital.
Yeah.
Well, my case, I mean, my mother was adopted, so her only family is me
Mm.
since my brother passed last year, right? So in my case, she lives in aid of subsidized housing, which is just ironically enough a 6-minute walk from my back door to her front door, and there's a really good chance they're going to lock that building down. They've already talked about the idea of it, which means her only family and communication is so close, but at the same time,
So
I
close,
can't.
yeah, so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible.
so it's
Christina, are we raising the roof? Is that what's going on?
looks like it.
There we go. Raise the roof.
Yeah. But second chance pops jeans. Oh, and I did not kick LB.
Oh, you just kick me?
No,
You
I
didn't-
didn't.
You didn't like your position in the screen. You were like, "Nah, I want to be on the lower part." So got out. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
going
Gene,
on?
what's up, man?
What's going
What's up,
on?
Gene? Just in case nobody knew this, I'm gonna post this in the chat.
Okay. No,
Working
just
on this dang computer all afternoon.
Oh, how'd it go?
Not getting into it.
Okay. One of those days.
Yeah, it's been one of those days since I got up this morning. You know.
Mm. I hope tomorrow's better, man.
Yeah. I posted this in several places, so there's gonna be a hodgepodge of different groups, kind of just popping in and out all day.
Well, when you started, I posted it in the Pop Family chat.
Oh.
That's why Christina or maybe I think it was either Elizabeth came like quick, and then I think one of them shared the link in there. So I didn't share the link. I just said you were on. They're quick with that. They're fast.
No, I posted it in my my friend's gamer Discord. I posted it in the Collector Society, and I figured eventually it would just kind of trickle out. Like I said, this is just people just coming on to chat, basically. I mean,
Have some interaction, right?
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Some human interaction. We got 16 up in here now, so that's you can tell people are coming in. 'Cause we started when you started, you had like 9 or 7.
Hi, Christina.
honestly, I wasn't expecting a lot to begin with. This was it was something I was thinking about last week, and then when things started getting more intense, I thought, you know what, why not?
Mm.
Oh, it's okay, Elizabeth. You don't have to be sorry. Like I said, this is not for anything other than just coming on. I mean, I'm not doing any unboxings or anything like that. I mean,
Hey, Elizabeth. Fritzy, what's up, brother? Lisa.
Is that a fire, Lisa? Because it's hard to tell. Because if that Han is that nice, I'll end up getting it. Mine still hasn't come in, by the way.
Is that the one with the bobblehead? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, with the one in the carbonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually bobbles. It's still
That's so sick. I loved it.
I feel like it's weird. Like if you're in carbonite, how you're moving inside, like it's weird to me.
Called
I'm far from having a good day.
How about Gene? What do we feel about those drops that I sent you? Cause you seen the WonderCon drops. That's like the first
I
time.
want to know why they're the same numbers.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh well, one's Barnes and Nobles, and the other one's supposed to be Funko Shop.
Yeah, but they're the same numbers as the other pops.
Are they different mold?
It's the same hair color. It looks like.
No, it's 2 different hair colors.
yeah, it seems to be flipped from the
Like
looks
some
of
of the
things.
trolls?
Yeah. Because Gene collects trolls.
But the one is 6 and one is 2. If you look at the picture, and they've already got 6 and 2 out. 6 is the Barnes and Noble exclusive blue one, and 2 is the teal one.
Maybe it's a variation of those two because they're exclusive. It wouldn't be the first time they have the same number, though.
It's true.
Definitely wouldn't be the first time Funko screwed up on numbers.
And
Or
the only
any of that stuff.
It's like DC with their continuity.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy they're doing the red boba in small version because I didn't like the 10 inches, like either the black or the red one, the bobas. I rather get the smaller version. I never thought they were gonna do it. I just put mine up on the shelf today. I hadn't put none of my pops that I was getting recently up there. I'd finally put another one up there.
I'm not a
I
big
like
Star
my
Wars
time
guy,
to
but I'll
go.
probably still pick that up.
What
Yeah,
happened?
I'm actually thinking this shelf here because I need more space. I'm gonna start turning everything sideways.
You might
So I
need to
might-
put the shelf underneath that one you have right back there.
There's
Pardon?
2 more. It said
With 2 more what?
trolls. Talking Lisa and Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh, wow.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. One has. Hold on. I sent it to Gene earlier. It should be here.
Yeah, but Andrew used talks to text.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Hold on. Let me lower the brightness.
That's why he spelled it wrong. That wasn't on purpose.
Well, hold on. I can find it. It's WonderCon Trolls, right?
Yeah, it's right here. There.
One has blue hair and the other one has pink.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
And
the
then
same
the
colors.
blue and the pink jewel. On the
What are
belly
the
button.
numbers on them?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say numbers on it. It's
Hold
just.
on.
It's just
See,
a
the other
glass.
picture I seen had numbers.
Maybe
Somebody let me know what the difference is in the Coco.
he has a guitar
Oh, he
Yeah.
doesn't have a guitar in the
and
comments?
the face paint. And the face paint, he doesn't have a. The only one that has a face paint, I think, is the diamond one. I think. I
Oh,
believe.
there's a chase.
Huh?
There's a chase too. Does the chase or the comment have the face paint?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, there's the trolls.
There it is.
Yeah.
So basically, the hair color's different, paint job's the same, and the jewel in the belly is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Chase 10 inches like that, but it's white hair and 10 inches.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on, I'll show it to
The
you.
Coco, the common has face paint and no guitar, and then the chase is just no face paint without the
Uh,
hood.
okay. Yeah, I only got the diamond edition, to be honest. That's the one I liked.
I have the diamond and the chase, so I'll probably end up picking this one up too.
I'm
That's
impressed. I'm impressed that you got that, man.
I found it for him.
Mine,
cool.
I
That's the
got it.
hair on that thing.
He was so lucky, bro. Like, you don't understand. My store never gets anything. And I walked in there and I posted the picture. Gene hit me up in like 2 minutes. I was like, bro, are you quick?
What store?
Gabe
Did
was
you
in
expect
GameStop.
anything different?
Hey, Quick Draw, what's up, man?
Who, me? No,
Yeah.
I was expecting you to hit me up, but it was quick, man. That was fast. Like, he didn't even bother texting me. He called me. He called me. He was like, that troll, but he was screaming. He was so happy.
Lisa, most people don't know about WonderCon because it happens in Anaheim. It's a
Yeah.
lot smaller.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
the first time they get exclusives.
Yeah, this is the first time they're getting exclusive. So
It was the
pretty
worst
cool. I was
timing.
excited they were getting exclusive.
It's pretty bad timing, though.
Yeah.
Actually, silly question. Did WonderCon actually happen, or is it like ECC where
No,
it's happened, but
it's postponed. It's
It's supposed
postponed.
to, it was supposed to happen in April, early April,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's not going
I
to
think
happen.
it's the 18th of April, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know con season here. The one I was supposed to go to, obviously, this weekend is not happening. Fan Expo, I'm kind of curious if it will. And then they pushed the Niagara Comic Con that was supposed to be in June to sometime in September. So I have to make a choice. Do I want to go to Fan Expo or do I want to go to Niagara? Because I can't do two cons like one weekend and then go to the next one on the following weekend.
Yeah. That's-
Money is not gonna.
I don't know. I was thinking about going to WonderCon. I went a couple of years ago and it was a good time. It's fun. I mean, it's definitely not like excuse me, Comic-Con or anything like that, but it's
Yeah.
a good time.
Has anyone here ever been to what I would call a sad convention? Like you walk in and it's like, I don't want to leave because I know these people put all this effort into this, but it's like visiting that one relative that you do out of obligation.
I live in Los Angeles, so
Just say
we
hello
want,
quick
like,
and then
really
okay,
people for everything.
sorry, but I got to go make an appearance somewhere else.
Okay, that's cool, man.
No, I'm saying that's what you do to the relative that you don't.
Oh, oh.
That was funny.
That's good.
That was just like perfect timing, I think.
I've always wanted to do the what do you call it? The call a friend and go, in 10 minutes, you call my phone. I'm going to cancel that call, and then you're going to call again, and then I'll take the call.
I got Jay Funko coming here in about a half hour, so
Oh yeah, that's right. He won that stuff.
Hey, Magoo, what's up, mate?
Magoo.
He's also dropping me off that con sticker Triclops.
What's up,
Nice.
quick, bro? I'm about to order myself a pizza, man. That's 50. You can't go wrong with that 50% off, man.
Fire.
I've had pizza
Oh, yeah.
4 nights, like 4 days, either for lunch or for dinner. I'm done.
Bro, I've had chicken and ground beef and rice with salchichas. I don't know if you know what that means.
Never, Fritzy.
No, my
Fritzy was cheating on you with Mitch, by the way.
Oh, he's a slut.
I don't know who's getting the raw end of that relationship. I mean, either way, somebody's suffering.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Fritzy and his imaginary wife.
I don't know what the hell's going on, but when I try to log into Domino's on the computer,
Yeah.
it never goes through. Even though I reset my password and I can sign in perfectly on my phone, but I
Yeah.
try to sign in on the computer and nothing. It says it's the wrong password, even though I'm using the same one on my phone.
Well,
Salchichas.
actually, it's funny the way this is going right now. If I burn through my 20 hours in the first month, I might actually get a subscription to this service.
Mm,
This is pretty decent.
one?
I like StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple user base.
Well, my goal is right now, like I said, I'm gonna do these like periodically, basically depending on how I feel, and you know, if put it this way, I haven't officially started my first shift at home, so who knows? Maybe that day.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Wow. Elizabeth was hitting on me last night, wanting me to shut off my cameras when she came. Now she's saying that she's a better lover to Fritzy and calling Tickles Rex my love.
Okay, there's a lot of messed up things going on in this
There's
chat.
a weird
too.
love triangle happening in this chat.
Yeah, there's a lot
don't
of
even-
stuff going on.
I think that's more than a triangle. I think we got like 5 people involved.
Well, I did say keep it, be good to each other. Apparently, I should have
That's
put an asterisk on that.
yeah.
We're a little too good to each other.
Where do you see Magoo? Magoo ain't here.
No, he was here. He popped in. I don't know if he's still talking or not. I said,
What's up, Magoo?
man.
I said partner. I did not say
You guys are distracting me from my food. Hold on, let me finish this order before they end up closing early or something.
It's okay. When I went to go and pick up Gene's pop from the pickup center, I called the guy and I was like, "Hey, man, I realize you can't say anything like solid, but are you going to be open tomorrow?" And I got this whole line of I can neither say nor not say, possibly, maybe. I was like, "Fine." That's why last night I was like, "Hey guys, I gotta go."
Mm-hmm. Now, did they open today?
I have no clue. I didn't go back up there. I didn't have a reason to. Because all my Pure Later orders were coming today, so I didn't have to go up and pick them up. And the guy who apparently delivers is the same guy for this entire area. So I just said, "Hey, look, man, here's the deal. I'm going to be here for the next couple, possibly month, 2 months. So is it okay if I just budge you in? You don't even have to because he's signing for people because they don't want to touch. I said, just put it in my front door, knock on the door, and I'll come and get it." He's like, "Okay, cool. I can do that. Sweet." That way, because I know the only people that knock on my door lately have been delivery people.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I got 2 people saying they want no part of anything. Elizabeth and Magoo. Fritzy. I just got dumped by 2 people.
Actually,
in
if you
30
take the good,
seconds.
if you take the good with the bad, I mean, okay, Elizabeth, that's a loss. I get you there, but you lost Fritzy, and that's a win, man.
Yeah, I've been hounding you for weeks, man. You gotta take that. You gotta take that W.
Oh man.
It's like finding out you don't have to pay for something you don't want.
When you finally cancel Disney Plus, dude.
Actually, I never got that. I was planning on it, and then a friend of mine came over the one day, and he's a bit of a pirate, and he had a bunch of USB keys that he carries with him. He's like, "Oh, you want the Mando?" Walks over to my computer, plugs it in, drops the files and goes, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. I still have it, but I mean, I definitely don't watch it nearly as much as I watch anything else. I have way too many streaming services, so I don't find myself ever using it.
I don't know about that, Fritzy. Not with that beard.
That is a mighty chin beard.
Holy crap! My
I don't like hair burn.
That's why I shave, man. If you looked at the video last night when I was on Jay's stream, you could see the patchwork of it. It's one thing I love about having a straight razor, man. You can just do everything usually in 2 to 3 swipes.
I can't even use a regular razor.
Really? How come?
I'm on such blood thinners. If I cut myself, I'll bleed out. When I had my surgery, my iron levels were really low, and apparently that was causing problems.
Apparently, Maddie thinks I'm looking good, so thanks, Madeline.
Oh, that's sweet.
No, she said the left. That would be this side of the screen.
Oh, okay, true. Okay, my bad.
Bro, that's a.
Oh man, Fritzy. Oh, throw up faces.
Oh, come on, Fritzy's not that bad.
No, I think one of the most awkward things was ever that I was doing a live one time, and somebody came in with me, and I guess people from there, you know how when you do Instagram, people from their side also can come in or whatever. And at that time, mine was private. Like my Instagram was private until I kept meeting all you numbskulls, and I had to unprivate all my stuff. So somebody's kid hit me up after that. They were around my age because the person who came in was older, and their kid was closer to my age, and it kind of got weird, and I kind of had to block that person and tell them that their kid was going around contacting people. It was a female, but it was just weird to me because like I was friends with that person, and I was like, but you know, it was weird because like, one of those friendships that I've never met the person in person, but you know, we knew each other for a while already.
Yeah.
So their kid hit me up was kind of awkward, and I didn't want to go down that road. I was like, no. Wow. I've already had to hide in the bathroom one time from somebody's family because that person was married. That was an interesting time. Yeah.
Wild life you're living over there.
About you, Left Coast.
What was that?
She's definitely talking about you.
Oh, she's talking about you. Yeah, that happened.
Oh, yeah. Gary's my full-time boyfriend, so it's all
like that.
Aw.
I was in my 20s when that happened too, man. I've never had to.
LB, if you want to hear embarrassing, so years ago when I was in college, there was this girl, and she was very intense, to say the least. And she brought a friend to a New Year's Eve party, and she was going around telling everyone that they were dating, that it was serious, and things are gonna blossom and all this. And apparently that was not the case. And finally, about half an hour before midnight, he yells at her loud enough that, and this is a fairly large apartment, right? So people are all talking, and you know those movies in the 80s where you hear the record scratch and the room goes quiet? And he goes, I am tired of you telling people we're dating. We are friends and coworkers, and if you keep it up, we won't even be that.
Damn.
And the room went quiet, and she ran to the bathroom, and somebody had to coax her out, and I'm with my friend because it's his apartment, and we're on the balcony, and I went, you know, this was a good New Year's Eve party. He's like, I'm gonna have to deal with that later. I said, yeah, and I don't have to.
I'm gonna have to deal with that later. Yeah, it's great because I don't. So enjoy.
But it was the most wildest thing I'd ever seen. I've heard of rooms going dead silent, but like even the TV in my memory, it's like was quiet.
Or at least it was loud enough loud enough to not be able to hear the TV. So.
Yeah, it was the most wildest thing. And long story short, that relationship did not blossom. In fact, it died on the vine.
Oh, that's so sad. I was really hoping to hear a fairy tale ending to that one.
Yeah, no, it did not.
Wait, what the hell? Are they charging you for sauces now?
Oh, you poor thing. Your life must be so difficult.
No, because I changed from pizza to wings because I want wings.
So, anyways, for the new people that just popped into the chat, basically this is just a social. People can hop. You guys, I'm gonna post the link to the stream if you guys want to hop on. Cool. No agenda. Just as you can see it right now, we're just talking, shooting the breeze, sharing stories, trying to get rid of cabin fever for some of us that currently can't leave the house or are looking after our loved ones. So I'm gonna post that.
Whoops. There we go.
And there we go. Anyways, that concludes our commercial.
So he says not to sell anything. When he goes away, can we sell? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, we're selling LB. Now, he can work as a paperweight or manual labor, your choice.
Quite the
I
picture.
haven't- I haven't really had to do a lot of manual labor in a while, except for like picking up the machines. Other than that, it's the workers who do all the manual labor, man. I do not miss it at all.
I don't like disagree with you, man. It sucks. It's like ever since I became manager over where I'm at, I'm just like, oh, now I don't have to do all the anymore. It's like,
Well, see, my thing was that I did manual stuff because we didn't have the business at the time. So
Yeah.
when we started, what happened was that my father's sister-in-law basically ratted him out for something that he didn't do, and he got fired from a job that he had for probably 20 years, and he was like managing 4 different warehouses for a company, which I will not name the name of that company, but it was so crazy that my father has never been out of work, and he's one of those people. And I was doing music at the time, so like I had my own thing going on, and my father's one of those people who can't stay still. So we looked for something that he can do, he can build, and that's where this company came from, and that's where I ended up just doing mostly paperwork after like a year and a half of doing all the physical stuff.
yeah.
So it's been a crazy road, man. We're probably like, we're like in our 5th year, I think now, 5.5 maybe. I can't really remember because you lose track of those things once things to get going. But yeah, man, I don't miss it at all. I can make my own hours, bro, and it's a little bit rougher right now because with everybody being stuck inside, but it's not so bad. Wait, you guys, what are we missing?
So
there like-
for wonder. What's up, Ted?
Illuminati, how are you?
Oh, you're watching Illuminati? Wait, what?
Yeah. Hey, man, I'll talk to you. Yeah, I'm still live, so I'll talk to you guys later.
What's that?
That was Jay. He sent me a message to show I show a bunch of us his new setup, and it's like, well, dude, I don't want to be a rude guest, but I gotta pop back over.
Oh, he's happy about that. Yeah.
You're Madeline, you got to get on that chase roulette life. What are you doing?
I would play Chase Roulette if it wasn't for the fact that Hot Topic requires like your firstborn and a pint of blood to get shipped over here.
Oh, I'm sure for you guys, it's wild out there.
Mind you, I mean, we get a bunch of Toys R Us stuff, so I mean that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got it. Well, when we're like not all quarantined, I will be still making my trip up there.
All right.
It's horrible right now. It's like state of emergency.
Yeah, it's
Well,
nuts.
but all things considered, I mean, at least we're still able to leave our homes and get groceries. And
Actually, I live in like a kind of a complex. I was told there's notices that got sent out
yeah,
that kids were not allowed outside. You're not allowed outside hanging out.
Damn.
Oh, bro, the first
We got
day.
over 1,200 cases in our state right now, though, too.
Are you in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, right now I don't know how many are in the province. I know overall there's 600 in Canada, but they've eliminated a lot of things. I mean, I'm more or less waiting until I guess the real proof is to see what things are going to be in like 3 weeks. Because
You're
right now,
lagging a little bit.
Yeah, I'm in LA, so out here we're at almost 1,000 cases, and yeah, It's whack, man.
Hey, Ted. Well, it's definitely something. I mean, at
It can always
least
be worse.
you know the irony of the situation is, at least from the side of like people in general, nobody's arguing about what side's right, what side's wrong. It's more or less what needs to be done, and let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is nice for a change of pace. Nobody's debating their points of view about how things are. Hey Ted,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Has anyone seen the Johnny Bravo pop? Yes, it is legit.
It is.
Coming to the Funko shop. When? Who knows? But it is.
Yeah, I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of Funko Shop exclusive
Yeah.
because
Pues sí, por eso estoy diciendo.
Madeline. All right, time to spice things up. Truth or dare?
Oh, this might go a little wacky with truth or dare.
I'll put-
yeah. I'm sorry. The answer is no. I'm a closed book. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot him.
When you sent that in the chat the other day, oh man, I was dying. Where you're like, you shot a man in Rito just to watch him die. I was
Karen.
laughing so hard. Oh man, made my day.
I was at work when I said that. I was like, for anybody's wondering, he well, you can tell it's your story, man.
I mean, what did I even say? I was like, oh, I'm doing a Q&A in my next video. Like somebody shoot me like Q&A questions. And smartass over here is like, oh yeah, is it true you shot a man in Reno just to watch him die? And I was like, way to snitch me out, man. Oh, it was good.
I was no, you have no idea how boring it was at work that day. And they're like, you want to go home early? You want to go home early? It's like, no, I need the finer things in life, like food and rent.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's really trying to leave early. I feel like the only people that are down to leave early are people that are on salary and know they're going to get paid after the fact, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it too.
Here.
At our office right now, they're only allowing 2 people in the office at a time, and they're trying to figure this out. And everyone's like, "Well, I need to be here for this reason. I need to be here for that reason."
Yeah.
So,
And you're over here like, I don't need to be here for any reason, so I'm going to work from home.
well, that's the part that's going to drive me nuts working from home, because you see, I'm an escalation supervisor. In case anybody was wondering, basically my job, I work for a company, a pizza company, and so I deal with drivers, district sales managers. I'm a go between for a lot of different departments, and my job is basically to try to make people happy, and that may not necessarily be possible. Now, there are a lot of different systems that I have to use to confirm people to see, to make sure that they're not lying, and to keep people honest. Now, technically, I'm supposed to get other people to do that for me, but there are some times where I can do that work myself because I've been there long enough. I know how the systems work. But because I'm working from home now, I'm locked out of that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't really have access to any of that stuff.
No, so it's going to make my job very. Chris Miller actually had a good question here. Here, I'll post it here. All right, so
Top
Three
3 most wanted
top.
jobs.
For us or in general?
well, let's do it, and then if the chat wants to play along, they can as well. So we'll go clockwise. I'll go last. So I guess left close, left.
Ooh, my top 3. Right now, at the moment, I really want a glow-in-the-dark Martian from Mars Attacks. The Comic-Con Rey Mysterio. And trying to think of what a good other one is. Oh, I mean, I always want Lotso from Toy Story. Those are like my biggest wants. Yeah, money be damned. Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, I mean, those are, you only come across those ones every once in a while. I'm actually as much as I hate doing them, I'm in a waffle right now to try to get that Rey Mysterio. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys.
So it's me next, right?
Yeah, you man. Oh, hey guys, guess what? I'm gonna throw Fitzy in here, so let's see where he ends up, and then if he's next, he's next. One moment.
Come on in, Fitz.
Okay,
What's up, brother?
It's still LB. Okay, hey Fritzy.
Okay. So Fritzy.
I don't even
So-
want to use what.
So my top three, I guess, would be Jax Teller. Now that I got Opie, I'm kind of like following that line.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go down that road eventually. I think my other one would be it's a weird one, which is Rorschach from Watchmen. It's always one of my favorite characters. And my third one, Scarface with the rides one. The rides one.
That'll be easy to get, man. At
My
least that
friend, my friend bought it for way over PPG, like a crazy person. Yeah, he at the time he didn't care because he was flush because of a settlement, but now he cares. Now he cares. I was like, and he probably went over PPG maybe like $90, maybe more. I don't remember, but yeah, that was rough.
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
But I guess if you want something that bad, you want it.
Yeah.
Exactly. What about you, Gene?
My top three would be probably Shiva from The Walking Dead with the supply drop sticker. Billy from Saw, the bloody version,
Love it.
glow in the dark. And I don't know. I'm a simple man, buddy.
Oh, I actually forgot one that would have probably beat it out one of those.
Too bad.
Yeah, too late now. It's fine.
What about you, Fritzy?
What's the
Welcome to the
question?
party. Top three pops that you want if money wasn't an object.
I didn't hear that part.
Oh.
Then my first one would be Arlie or Vegeta.
That's my first two. Probably that, number one. Number two. I really like that Gallic gun chase. And then Rob Stark.
What's the last one?
Rob Stark.
Oh, okay. Well, that Vegeta you're talking about, the chase, I don't think that thing will probably plummet eventually because it looks like they made so many of them.
Yeah, probably.
Been seeing a lot of people getting them. I guess
My third would be John Wick chase. Yes, that's my third.
that's a good one.
The bloody one.
Gotta go, guys. I have somebody coming, so I will be back a little bit.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem. Like I said, people can pop and come in as they want. I guess I'm next. So mine are relatively simple. Wonder Twins power activate. So my top three would be actually really simple. Basically, I'd like to get the Freddy Funko Fallout. I have all the Fallout ones except that one. The Ghostbusters, it's the 4-pack with them covered in the marshmallow goo, because that's my second one that I collect.
Wait,
And,
a 4-pack of that? I didn't know that.
yeah. And then the last one would be the glow-in-the-dark Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a
But the
good
Freddy Funko is the one I've been wanting to get for a while. But, man.
I'm actually not really into Freddy's, but the other day I saw Freddy I actually like is the one that Dead Zone pulled. The Honda. I like his eyes.
I used to not be into Freddy's, and then recently my wife was like, "Oh, I kind of want to start collecting Freddy's," and it's just been
So you say $50, $1,000 run live in what? In less than 3 hours.
Oops, wrong person.
I forgot about the Freddy's. I think the second one for me is the Freddy Night King.
Yeah, I would like, just like Elizabeth said in the chat, I would like that Freddy Wise. That one I wouldn't mind pulling.
Yeah, that and a John Wick, man. I've seen a lot of fakes come through.
Yeah, a lot of fakes of those ones.
That John Wick is plummeted because of that.
I think I've told LB this and a few other people, but in case people weren't aware, but here in Hamilton, we had a guy who sold a glow-in-the-dark Billy, and it was a fake. And he got
Those
caught.
ones are faked a lot too.
He sold it to a local store, though, and he got caught. And he had a pretty good standing with everybody in the collector community.
Yeah.
And once he got called out, he was like, well, I bought it, and now I sold it, so it's not my problem, it's your problem. just as it was my problem.
Did he know it was fake?
That's the part. That's the hard part to prove. Did he know or did he not know? Because his history in the past wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst. Because let's be honest, I'm willing to bet in all our local areas and even the people in chat, we all have people that we deal with that they're more concerned about the deal than making a friend. So you don't like them, but you don't hate them. They're kind of just they're an ends to a means, and that's the end of story. Yeah. You're never going to invite them over to your house for dinner, but at the same time, you're not going to spit in their face. And that's what this guy was. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He was just there. And then when this went down, nobody came to anybody's defense. He just disappeared.
Close the curtains in the lair here.
I guess the sun would start to be setting where you are.
Yeah, it's about 4:00. So yeah, I mean, and we've been on and off raining all day, like kind of like past few days, and
yeah.
So it'll rain and then it'll get sunny, but it's still freezing outside and then it's sunny. It's so weird. But yeah. Oh, hey, we got our pops. You talking about that Squidward?
Oh, that Squidward was fake.
Source should have authenticated if they didn't. It says for any Joe Schmo could think is real.
Okay, so I don't mean to cut anybody off. Just so everybody knows, apparently Domino's is giving you a free medium two-topping pizza for next week if you order something right now, even though they're giving 50% off already.
All right.
Well, maybe that'll be for tomorrow. I don't want to make it 5 nights in a row with pizza.
If we order Domino's today, we get free pizza next week. No? Okay.
Wait. Are you talking to the invisible wife again?
Yes.
I haven't ordered pizza in a while, and my kid loves pizza, so that's probably the best time to do it right now. So we're all stuck inside. Oddly enough, people had their kids playing outside the first day of quarantine. I'm like, really? Like, the whole point of this whole thing is your kids aren't going to school, and they aren't interacting with other kids that are not your own already. So you have them playing outside with like 6 other kids. The only smart neighbors I have are the ones that are upstairs, apparently, because people upstairs, they're great. Their kids were home or they went out by themselves and to do something, but they don't let them be around anybody else right now.
I don't know. I feel really sorry for my neighbor next door. Their place is slightly bigger than mine, but they have a little boy, and he's got this. We're downtown, so there's not anybody else, other kids to play with, and man, that's gonna be
it's gonna be a big change. But the good thing is that my kid, where she used to live in Honduras, you can't play outside. Like you're asking for trouble if you're playing outside, basically.
Yeah.
So where she lived at, like the neighborhood isn't bad, but it's just not. It's not one of those neighborhoods that you can do that in. And oddly enough, some of the bad neighborhoods are just the ones you can do that in, because if you're there long enough, like you're okay.
Yeah.
So it's weird like that over there. So anyway, so my kid is kind of used to that because where she used to live was on the 3rd floor. So like the only person she saw was her mom and her sister.
Yeah.
So but now that she's here, she likes to go outside a lot, but she's not too unaccustomed to being inside. So it's not been that bad, but she gets a little cuckoo now that she doesn't go into school and see her friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Fritzy? How's your life of seclusion?
I still have to work, so it's not any different for me.
Oh, yeah, but you get to work from home, don't you? Sometimes.
Nope.
Oh, so you actually have to go into an office or place of employment.
Yeah. Luckily, mostly like 90% of the time, I work by myself.
We're back. I'm gonna let these dogs out.
Not a problem, man. Cool. Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna work too, because I was joking at the beginning of the stream. Is the one thing I'm missing is coffee.
You don't have a Keurig or anything?
My coffee maker. Here's the thing. I live in an area called the International Village, which was kind of in the middle of gentrification. So there's like a lot of hipster coffee shops within relatively close walking distance next to mainstream ones. Like I have a Starbucks that's about a 5-minute walk from my front door. So anytime I wanted coffee in the morning, I would just randomly pick whatever coffee shop I wanted and then go to the bus stop and go to work. That was my rhythm. Now, those places are closed, and now I'm without coffee, and I don't want to spend $80 or $60 on a new Keurig, and then
You don't have one at all?
no, man. I mean, I could MacGyver something to make my own like coffee press and stuff. I mean,
What
wouldn't be
about
that.
instant?
Yeah, I have a French press, so I've been using that.
I don't have any coffee in the house right now. I didn't bother buying any of it anyways, because when I went to Walmart, everything was empty. Like coffee, the only thing that was on the shelves was produce, which I was grateful for. Cuts of meat that people didn't want, so I'll probably just make a stew out of that, and a lot of what do you call it? Like cottage cheese and yogurt.
So, by the way,
Mm.
I found the picture that Gene was talking about, where they have the actual numbers on the
Oh, on the actual boxes?
yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get it up.
Or oh, that's on just Funko. I'll just download it, man.
Yeah, there
Why do you
go.
make life difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah, C.S. Miller, I feel you. That French press life, man, is where it's at right now.
Also,
Yeah.
he said that apparently they're getting the Andre the Giant's in
Too much
store
work.
with the display.
What the
Last
display?
time when I was in Alabama, me and Jay took the anime and the NBA displays from the Walmart.
Oh, at Walmart. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, because
It's-
Andre the Giant's a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah. I had to order it online, and then it came in pretty good condition. And then I ordered 2 Hulk Hogan's. One came completely destroyed, and one came fine. And then when I was down at the Funko store, they had the special edition sticker of the Hulk Hogan, so I bought that one too.
I saw a picture of somebody posting it where Hulk Hogan didn't have no pants.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't paint it.
Yeah. So it's basically a streaking Hulk Hogan with ripping his shirt off.
It's still flesh colored.
Barista is your favorite wrestler. That's good. I was a barista for 2.5 years, something like that.
I have to go get Andre the Giant eventually. I kept trying to order him online, but every time I went to order him online, they were only resellers selling it.
Dude, the funniest thing happened is because I always get my Walmart stuff for in-store pickup, because then it pushes me to go grocery shopping. And then I ordered the Babe Ruth, and I didn't pick it up, and they say that after 7 days they send it back.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday I was like 6 days late, and I went and picked it up, and it was fine. So I was like at like 13
By 1
days
day.
it had been sitting at the store. And I was like, oh, I can't believe it was still there.
Well, right now with everything going on,
Yeah, exactly. I figured this is the best time to have that happen. No, so they have those are the same numbers as previous ones.
as the Barnes and Nobles one that he has, and I'm guessing there's another one that has.
Probably just because it's different like paint variants. It's not like actual like a different mold or anything.
Could be, or their unofficial Chase version of it. I mean,
Yeah.
'cause-
What's different about those? They're just rainbow.
Because the 10-inch is the Chase like that.
Yeah.
And has white hair. Not.
Yeah.
You would. No, I guess not. I was gonna say you would think that it would be reversed for the colors, but I guess not.
I like that WonderCon sticker.
Yeah, it's
it
cool sticker.
actually reminds me of a Cineplex Zodion symbol, which is a theater chain here. Because that's the first thing I thought about when I saw it. Was like,
We're not
since when-
Canadian, Sean.
Sorry, what?
We're not Canadian.
Yes, but you're in a Canadian stream. Fear me.
Eh.
I am Canadian God.
The streets run. The streets run thick with syrup.
Oh man, bro! I've been seeing so many people go live ever since this is going down. It's insane. Like not just people, like companies. Like you got a whole bunch of companies going live too.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. I'm like starving for getting content out right now, because at the end of the day, the only thing I have left is a K-Dog and Fish box that I was kind of waiting for some stuff to come in to fill it out, is for Tombstone. But I'm going to do a video for that. And basically that's going to be my last video until some stuff comes in. Because Yoj from Yoj Collects, I used his address to ship stuff for the Funko shop.
Mhm.
but that's still not going to be for at least another 2.5 weeks tops. Even if he gets, that's even if he can ship it out.
Yeah,
So-
I got pretty much right now. I'm sitting on. I got a box of G boats today. It finally came in, which was sitting at my post office for like 3 days or something like that, which is so weird. So that one came in. I just ordered one of those Casey's Toys mystery boxes. So when that one comes in, I'll have that, and then all my Emerald City stuff still has to come in from Money. So as soon as all that stuff comes in, I got a little bit, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna. About 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be.
I could have sworn I saw Yoj have premiere streaming today. I guess he canceled it. I don't see it.
I think it started like right as we started this one.
Yeah,
But I don't see it. This is why it doesn't pop
Oh,
up.
is it gone?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird. Maybe he decided to close it. The only thing I got coming in right now is a trade I did with Dead Zone. The 6-inch bug that I couldn't get it off the website because that thing went first. That thing was one of the first things that went. I was so shocked. I thought nobody wanted it because nobody wanted Johnny Rico last year.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm so excited they're making more, or they
Yeah.
made, but it's like nobody wanted Johnny Rico, and now all of a sudden everybody wanted the Tanker Bug. It was so whack.
It was so crazy, man. I'm like, you hopping on now? Like I've had Johnny Rico sitting there forever. He's chilling.
I waited in line for that thing. I got up early in the morning, went to GameStop for it, and it turned out my GameStop got 12 of them, and nobody else. I had to explain what it was to people in line.
Yeah.
I actually want that bug, and I didn't get it just because I thought shipping was horrible. So
Yeah.
if someone wants to gift one,
If I run into one, I got you, my friend.
thanks. I'm kidding for the gifting. I'll pay you for it.
Honestly, it's probably gonna end up showing up on my FYE because they get all the Entertainment Nerd stuff.
I think we lost Fritzy because he just popped back up in the stream again.
Yeah.
Hi, Fritz.
It's either that or he was just doing his
Hey.
best statue.
It was too quiet. Well, if whoever wasn't here, this actually did come in today for me.
And good news,
Everybody's getting theirs, and I'm not getting mine.
Wait.
It's driving me nuts.
first Canadian in the channel.
Wait, what?
What was that?
LB's been gracious enough. He'll be giving that little sweet away to the first Canadian in the channel.
I ordered two.
It was literally I was supposed to have two, but I was stuck in Alabama and I didn't have another phone to do it.
Yeah, I ordered one and my wife ordered one, so I'm gonna send one to G Boats if it comes in and it looks all right.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that people who get two, one comes trashed, one comes okay.
Yeah.
Well, Yoj's been really good to me. He was able to get me one, which I'm grateful for.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It was literally placed like this on my in front of my door. In between, I have two doors, so it's placed in between the screen door and the front door, just like
Oh,
that.
man.
And
It's
it's
driving me nuts that no one's getting them because, or that I haven't gotten mine because a friend of mine ordered hers like I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And
Mhm.
she got hers, and I ordered mine like the second day of the promotion. I haven't gotten it. So,
I ordered mine the first day, and I just got mine.
yeah, it's all over the place.
And
I'm willing to bet
their
after-
improved shipping.
Yeah, I love that. The improved shipping adds slice of cardboard.
Excuse me, I am a structural engineer, and yes, that is specifically will solve all the problems.
All right, there you go.
I feel like shipping's
You heard it from the expert, everybody.
Yeah. I got my degree at DeBry. Not downplaying anybody that went to DeBry.
If I wasn't sure this wasn't a shipping center, I would have sent something back to this warehouse and just like, you need to do better. This is how you ship, and send them like a $5 pop, well wrapped.
Better.
Do better.
Have we got any other questions in the chat here?
Yeah. Actually, I got one we could do.
What's
What's
up?
the one pop you overpaid for that late? Like you really wanted it, but you overpaid to such a point that you now look at it and go, "What was I thinking?"
I was a noob, and I overpaid for one of those Iron Man shirt stickers
Okay.
from last year.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah,
Um,
I was just starting.
I overpaid for Glow in the Dark Crow. I was just getting back into it, and do you remember? You guys know that that like website that's connected to Pop Price Guide where you can like buy pops on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that thing is. So I saw somebody selling it on there, and like I'm sure as we all know, the prices on there are usually astronomical. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh man, like
double or triple.
it's $20 over what it says on the on the actual like pop price guide, but I just wanted so bad, and it came in, and it was like maybe a 7 out of 10, and I was so bummed. But that was my one. That's the one I've done it with.
I think for me, actually no, I know exactly what it would be. It would be the metallic atom bomb from Tokyo Toy, the convention one. I spent $125 on it, American.
$125 American, is it?
Yeah.
Which one it was? I was reading JJ. That's why I'm sorry.
Oh, the metallic atom bomb from Tokyo Toy. Because I'm a huge Garbage Pail Kids fan, and I had all the pops, and it was the only one I was missing.
I have no idea what that is. Can you pull it up?
Hold on.
Here be mine.
Are you serious? Oh wait, did it have the con sticker on it though?
Yep.
Okay, then it's
It used to be
How much
$100.
did you pay?
How much you pay?
Not as much as it was worth, but it's overpaid from what it is now.
What's it going for now?
$20.
Whoa. That's a big blow.
Those Game of Thrones pops just went.
How much was do you know how much the Viserion was going for before? Because I had the Viserion, it's still going for like 47.
Oh
I don't
god.
remember.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Fritzy, but I kind of wish I didn't pull up PPG to look at the cost of that now. All right, guys, we're going to do a little self-cutting here.
What?
Show it.
Oh,
Ouch.
How much did you spend on it?
125 American.
And that's American, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give me, I have the common version of that. If you want me to put a sticker on it, I'll send it to you.
Sure, you want me to pay 125 with that too? I mean, why don't we, keep
Plus
it going?
shipping. Plus shipping.
If Fritzy, I'm gonna ship you something too. It's gonna fit in this little container. I just got to get it out of the cat box for you. It's limited edition. No, it's like a snowflake. No two are alike.
Hey, I forgot to tell you I punched that Boba Fett before I sent it to you.
That's fine. It's in a hard stack if you want.
You're gonna hurt yourself. Go right ahead. The one I was surprised that I really liked from actually, what's the pop you were surprised to find that you liked?
Ooh.
What was that? Sorry?
Like you didn't even know existed and you just ran into it and you liked it.
Oh. I mean, probably like Swamp Thing pops. I didn't even know that those were a thing until I pulled one out of a mystery box. I was like, oh, cool, I'm in. Dodgeball is another one. I didn't even know they made them.
I just saw that today because I was looking at Florida Liqueur, what she was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just randomly saw it, and I was like, because I just put Fleur, Peter LaFleur.
Yeah.
Up. Those the first. I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
There's dodgeball pops.
Yeah, I didn't know that. How about you?
In my case, I'm just looking right now to see if I still have it. It'd be the Thor exclusive, the last ECC one. I had no intentions of picking it up, and then I had a friend of mine locally here. He sent me a picture, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I went, and he's like moving around. That actually looks good. Is there more than one? He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Can you grab it?" So, and when I picked it up after work, and I was like, "You know what? I can't believe I didn't get this."
Actually, mine was last year. Was the Sand Trooper. I didn't even know it existed during New York City Comic Con, and I was hunting during that time. And I just randomly saw it hidden in the corner. Like there was like 3 of them. Like 2 of them were trashed. No, there was 4 of them. There's 4 of them. 2 of them were trashed. 2 of them were okay. And I grabbed one. I was like, this actually looks pretty cool. The detail on his, like he actually has sand on him, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like his detailing was so good, and I bought it. And right now it's up there next to my Futuras and stuff. It's pretty cool. That was the one I was surprised to buy because I never thought I'd buy a Stormtrooper of any kind.
They got a bunch of them right now. Well, who knows now? But they had a bunch of them at the Toys R Us still right now.
What, the Sand Trooper?
Yeah. So here's the deal. Obviously, you guys know, Toys R Us here in Canada is getting all these weird exclusives. I posted a few pictures in the Collector Society a couple times.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason. Like, we'll get Entertainment Earth, we'll get Barnes and Noble, we'll get Target. We'll even get GameStop ones that are still in the EB Games, which are its sister company. So there's no way of figuring it out at this point.
Yeah, G-Votes posted that video.
Yeah.
Like we had to go to Toys R Us.
Yeah. And I was able to actually get one of those, the Flamethrower Mandalorian.
Nice.
And then somebody backed out of the other one that I picked up.
Mhm.
So I have an extra one that I probably might do for a giveaway next month.
Nice. By the way, Elizabeth, did you guys like the stuff that you guys bought over here? I know because the hubby was supposed to come home. I think it was yesterday. I guess he got a chance to look at it.
Whew, that is upsetting.
What's upsetting?
The glow in the dark All Might is down to $75.
Ooh,
Oh wow!
that
Maybe
thing.
I'll buy. You know what? Maybe I'll buy one now. I want it. I did wait in line for it and I didn't get it, so now might be a good time.
That thing plummeted. What was it going for again? Like 150?
It was over 200.
200? Well, I'm not a My Hero fan, and I actually have two My Hero Pops sitting here that one I won and one I randomly found. I was like, oh, somebody's going to need this.
Well,
I've been trying to avoid My Hero like the plague because I'm afraid that I'm gonna like it.
yeah, same.
You know what?
You will.
Actually,
You will.
I got into My Hero from Sean Ryan because the one day he was talking. We were talking about anime, and I said, "Look, when I was in college, we had an anime club. In fact, the person I did the collab video that's on my channel is the person who ran our anime club, and it wasn't them particularly, but it was the people within the group that kind of got me out of anime because they were very use the word again, intense for a person. You know, like they were like, here's the thing." We all have our different fandoms. We all like different things, right? But we don't identify with the character to the point where we take on their persona in the real world, you know?
Yeah.
For instance, I like Fallout, and despite what the world is currently turning into, I am not putting on my Pip-Boy, going out into the world and going, you know, all right.
I'm hoping we all start developing
I'll
quirks.
be right back.
I'll start, you know, going, well, my dexterity's high, my charisma's high. Maybe I can get this, you know, just by smooth talking my way through it.
I'm see if I can just pickpocket for some TP, and then you just get punched.
Every time I think I've done it, I just go. But anyways, the point was there was a lot of those people are special. Yes, Pickles, that is exactly it. With
Wow,
Eric,
that Captain Atom looks really good.
but that's why I got out of watching anime because these people were just very intense. But Sean Ryan recommended My Hero Academia, and you know what? It's not bad. I haven't seen fourth season though. I'm kind of waiting until it finishes, so I'll have something to watch.
It's good. You just got to get through 3 to 5 episodes of a lot of crying.
I work at a call center. I'm used to crying.
Yeah, my wife's coworker is like he was going to see the movie like last week or something, and he was like, "Oh, do you guys watch My Hero?" And I was like, "No, not really." And he was like appalled that we don't watch it. Like he was mind blown.
What? You
I'm
don't?
just gonna put LB back when he gets back. Well, a coworker, ironically enough, is huge. Debbie Harry. Yes, mine came completely just trashed.
Oh, check it out! Look, so I got these the other day. The Keith Haring with the con sticker,
Nice.
and then Debbie Harry with the con sticker.
Did you ever see Rock and Rules?
No.
It is a Canadian animated movie done in the, I think it was done in the 80s, and she does the voice for one of the
cool.
characters. If you really like that, well, obviously you must, or you wouldn't have her pop.
Yeah.
I suggest watch it. I mean, if you have time. I mean, you know, I'm sure you're busy.
Don't be so good.
You know,
Don't be
I'm
so lost.
spent right now. I don't really have any spare time. But yeah, I'll definitely do my best to check it out.
But
Yeah, Keith Haring's one of my favorite artists, and I saw that over at the Funko store in Hollywood. They had it with, and then I was like, oh, right next to it, the Debbie Harry, and I was like, why wouldn't I grab both of these? You know?
yeah, I ordered mine, and she had a rough trip here.
Oh, geez,
I'm sure you
another-
get a lot of stuff like that coming over the border, huh?
Not necessarily. It all depends on who it's coming from. I mean, Walgreens being the biggest contributor, followed by Walmart. But generally speaking, no.
Yeah.
So what now? A pink Mandalorian's coming out?
What?
Is this one pink? Can I share
No,
my screen?
it's red. It's the Target one.
Oh, it looks pink.
Oh,
Yeah, it's basically the inverted colors of the last one.
Yeah.
got
The
it.
Captain Atom looks pretty cool.
That I'd like. One of the best renditions of Captain Atom was actually in the Batman Superman Public Enemy animated movie. Because it had him and I can't remember the other guy's name.
What pops? Elizabeth.
Do you know when those pops will drop? Oh, I think she's meaning like the WonderCon ones. As far as I know, those are supposed to drop in April.
Yeah,
So
yeah, sometime in April. I mean, my fingers are crossed that be sooner rather than later, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like now.
keep dreaming, Fritzy. I don't think I've seen your channel. You're not at 1 million just yet.
Come on. It's real.
You know, if you give it a really good clear coat, you probably could get that shine of platinum.
I still have to.
Oh,
But you know what I've been watching a lot of, and the worst part is, I've been watching this guy do like resin molds, like for clear acrylics and stuff like that, like making, and I'm like, oh wow, that looks really simple. And in the back of my head, going, yeah, stupid. That's because he knows what he's doing.
Oh my God! 2 of the Lakers tested positive.
Which ones?
It doesn't say. It says 2 unidentified Lakers players have tested positive for coronavirus.
Oh, Elizabeth, the extra one I have is the Target exclusive one with the flamethrower. It actually got released here in at Toys R Us, but it just has like the round circle exclusive sticker.
You can do a video with that package I sent you if you need content.
Well, I was lucky to get 2 of those. One is going to me, and one's going to the guy that got me those Mandos. Because basically, how it works is that he lives near the Toys R Us, so when stuff drops there, he picks stuff up for me. So, and in return, I try to help him with his stuff.
Smuggle things across the border.
But yeah, well, you know, it's difficult. I mean, I have my Funko mules.
Yo, Jay's your pack mule.
Excuse me, you sent me stuff over.
Not as much as him. He's just a better pack mule.
Actually, ironically enough, the guy that is getting that other Mando is the same one who helped me get Yojay's Mr. Meese's chase. Because he's like, it's like, you got stuff for sale? He's like, yeah. So I give him Yojay's ISO, what he was looking for, and he comes back 10 minutes later. He's like, I got this. How much? He goes, just pay me what I paid for it. So
It's cool when you can find people like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying before. I try to set up a network of helping people. And
That's what I was
sometimes,
trying to do the other day when I went to the store, because I was like, I really, there was only one thing that I wanted from the ECCC stuff.
yeah.
It was at the store in Hollywood, and I was like, well, and if anybody else wants anything, might as well, take care of everybody else as much as I can. So luckily, I was able to get a couple people with some what are those things, Gazoo or whatever.
Yeah.
A
only
couple of those, a couple of sodas, stuff like that. So.
The only thing I want from the Funko shop, but I can wait, is the Iceman and Cthulhu. That Cthulhu is going to cost a mint to send over.
Oh, the 10-inch, it's so sick in person though. Honestly, worth every single penny. Like
I get it, but right now,
you said, the Iceman, the flocked
Yep.
one, right?
Yeah.
I'll
right
grab one of those for you. They have them at the store. They have like 1 million.
Oh
Very
wow,
nice.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. Just right now, I got a bunch of money floating until everything settles.
Yeah.
Because like obviously people are paying me for the stuff I've got for them.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Fritzy?
It's floating money.
But right now, once everything arrives to where it needs to, then I can settle up with everybody and pay bills off.
I didn't have a bill sitting next to me.
Oh, that's weird. Your money's green and it's not see-through?
And it doesn't smell like syrup.
That's only the 20s. And you know what's funny? Our mint's like, it does not smell like maple syrup. It's like, buddy, I got a fistful of 20s in my hand right now, and it smells like maple.
It smells like maple.
It's just everything
I
does.
got very lucky with that Loch Ness. A friend of mine picked one up for me, so when that one comes in the mail, I'll be very happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you're in LA.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah,
should
anything, hit me up, man.
here, man. It's beautiful. I mean, we got beautiful gray skies, and it's raining. It's cold, and it's wet, and it's miserable. It's just a beautiful day. I should
Yeah,
say
that's kind of how it is right here today, though. Too, it's pretty pretty muggy and on and off rain for the past couple days, and hasn't been great. Definitely not the true LA vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, it's going from like 40 today to 75 tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what the weather's been like lately.
And there we go. I love having all my lights set to my.
Yeah, Candyman. What part of California do you live in?
Alexa, open the fridge.
Well, if I had an Alexa, that would be a problem.
I want to get one of those Alexa faucets. Have you seen those things?
A
No.
what?
It's a faucet, right? So, I mean, David Dobrik originally posted it. That's where I saw it. But it was like, hey, Alexa, give me a cup of water. And then you put a cup in there, and it measures out exactly a cup of water.
Oh wow, that's
And I was
actually kind of cool.
Like, that's some shit that I want. You know?
When I set this place up to be like for a smart, like the smart lights, and I was typing in smart products, I was creeped out some of the smart products you can buy, like a smart toilet.
Oh yeah,
Like, how
Smart
lazy
products,
does
man.
one have to be?
I think it's for people that have cats. Because a lot of people train their cat to go to the bathroom in their toilet.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Stupid, very stupid. but I think that might be part of the reason why.
Well, considering that the cost of a smart, when I looked at it here, it was just over $4,000.
That's insane.
Yeah, like spending $4,000 on a toilet.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a smart thermostat to add to my
Yeah,
house.
a friend of mine has one. They're actually pretty decent. He's got it linked up to the Weather Channel here.
Uh-huh.
So,
I still have a dumb thermostat.
I'm guessing you're in the front foyer of your house.
It's actually the drawing room.
Yes, I used the French word foyer. Followed by
Candyman says, I have a bidet, so if I run out of toilet paper, I'm good. That was what Pop Drunk was saying the other day. He was like, this is where it's my time to shine, baby. I got a bidet. We're good.
Did you see the person take like the shower head thing and just like tape it to the back of the toilet?
Oh yeah. Collective us posted that. I think it's so funny.
I was on another channel the other day, and my uncle has one in his house.
Mhm.
So I didn't know that he had it, right? I just figured that the three buttons were, light flush, medium flush, and hard flush, right? So I'm sitting on the toilet, and I push whatever button I can reach behind me, and yeah, it was kind of like somebody just, I was on the toilet and wide-eyed going, do I come for an adult or do I file a report?
I didn't like that, or did I? Or people with no hands that can't flush by themselves. All right, sure. People with no hands there can use the Alexa.
I guess that would make sense. It just, I mean, at that point,
I'd have to see it function.
It seems a little excessive.
yeah.
Oh man.
But the only thing I was thinking of honestly getting was the at the time was the smart coffee maker.
Those ones are great because you can just like set the timer or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like tell Alexa, hey Alexa, start brewing my coffee or whatever. I just got a second Dot for my house. I have one in my bedroom that my mom got me for Christmas. Like, and I didn't even want it, but she got it for me. And I bought a second one so I can put it over here in like the office area.
Yeah.
And, I'm pretty excited about it because it definitely helps with the lighting in the house. I mean, I have it set up to where my lights turn on when I get home. My front porch turns off at sunrise and turns on at sunset, and
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
it's pretty cool. I mean, I like it a lot.
Well, the reason I got it for this place was because the guy who designed this obviously was either just lazy or whatever they had to work with, but the switches for the living room and the kitchen are all the way. Actually, if I could see where that door is right there,
Yeah,
No, it's an email.
there. So if I want to turn the lights on in the living room, I got to walk all the way to the front door of the apartment
You got a bunch of them.
and turn them on, right?
yeah.
So
Taylor Flank,
I
Martha
replaced-
Whittick, Michaela Kennedy.
I think we're listening to a private conversation.
Is the email rundown?
Oh, am I still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
My bad.
You're good. You're
That's
good.
cool.
You,
Yeah.
You can hear anything.
I had to get the pizza, and then I had to wash the cups, and then my container, because then she wanted a different container, different flavor. But I'm not asking for pity. I'm just saying that crap took forever.
We'll start a GoFundMe for you, okay?
No, you're supposed to been started a GoFundMe because you always complain about my audio.
Actually, no. The GoFundMe I started the other day was on Jay's channel was for so. As you see, he's wearing a tank top. I was joking, going, so guys, we're starting a GoFundMe for LB. We're going to be getting him sleeves. Now we're working on the left sleeve right now. It's only $1 on the GoFundMe. Each dollar gets him 1 millimeter.
I got 5 on it.
You're just jealous of my shoulders. That's what I told Jason too. So we were sitting next to each other, and you can tell the difference from up here.
Yeah.
So people in the chat started commenting about it.
All right.
No,
Well, I think I'm gonna go. I wanted to hop in and talk to you guys. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Man.
figure it out.
Stuff at Home Depot, so I'm gonna head out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up anyways in about 14 minutes because I still want to get a proper meal.
Sounds
Really?
good. Well, it's
Yeah.
good.
Something that isn't
guys.
pizza.
It's been a blast. Let me know when you do the
All right.
next one, man. I'm in it. I love it.
Okay, man. It was great having you guys. Thanks. I appreciate coming in.
See you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Everybody take care.
Oh, now it's just you and I.
Yeah. I thought you were going, so I didn't even think I had to drop myself. You left your juice over there?
Well, no, I just what I did was I just figured since you were busy, I'd moved you out. But
You're just basically be watching me eat while you're hungry. Not-
I'm a little hungry, but I'm just gonna eat light because honestly, getting groceries is. I mean, I literally had to travel to two different places on opposite ends of town just to get enough groceries to do me for at least a week and a half. So I'm gonna try to try to stretch that out a little bit further than.
No. If it wasn't for my cousin working at BJ's, bro, like they let them like buy some certain supplies before like while it came in.
Yeah.
When they resupply, because they couldn't even get anything for themselves. Because like
Well-
normally they have to wait till everybody buys and then you can go buy and it's not a problem. But like toilet paper and Lysol wipes are so scarce right now and spray, they got a chance to buy something for their families. They limited them to certain supplies, but still.
No, my only problem right now is, like I said, getting meat. Meat seems to be the big issue.
Hey,
But
you can always become a vegetarian.
I lived in a house with 2 other vegetarians, and I tried it for a week. It was a very long week.
What was the hardest part, honestly?
Honestly, the hardest part, like I'm not. I mean, I don't have a lot of meat in my diet, but it's the. I usually like to eat meat like for dinner, and that was the hardest part because you come home after work, right? All you want to do is sit down, relax, have a meal, and the highlight of my meal was always having either some sausage or a steak or a pork chop, or even just cooking a hamburger, right? Or a sandwich, a simple sandwich.
And the smell.
Yeah, and that was the part because I remember eating the meal, and obviously I'm not a light person, but it did not feel like like I was full at all. But I mean that's pretty well it.
I always have like this whole thing about what's the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian.
Mm.
Where honestly, being vegan is probably like way too extreme to even try for at least for somebody like me.
Well, I've known people that do vegetarianism and then they slowly ease into veganism. But again, it's not my. It's. I mean, if it works for the person who does it, great. I commend them for doing it because let's be honest, I'm sure we can all agree that changing a core part of your personality or anything is difficult. You know, I would imagine learning a new skill because at least there's the vested interest in doing that. But changing something about yourself because you have to, not because you want to, for health reasons for some people or morality reasons for that matter. I mean, it's our greatest. My stepfather used to say the greatest enemy is yourself, right? So, trying to change who you are can sometimes be the hardest thing in the world.
I had a friend who loved eating meat. He had to wait. Okay. When he first came to my house, he moved in because he had nowhere to go, and he's lived with me like a few times throughout his lifetime. So,
Yeah.
every time I saw him, I kept telling him, "Hey, bro, you're gonna end up dying with all this grease you cook with, bro. I can't even half the time I can't even eat your food." I told him because he would cook when I give him a steak, he would like to cook. He's like, "Oh, let me cook. I don't want to, at least do something." And the food would be just so greased out, bro, and like I just couldn't do it. Like it
Was he British?
No, he's from Ecuador.
Okay. Well, no, the reason I'd ask is because my grandmother, she was from Coatbridge, Scotland, and
Oh yeah, you were telling us the other day.
yeah, and literally butter, grease, thick. There's a thing called mincemeat. It's not like mincemeat pie. It's basically ground beef cooked, and then you take the grease from the ground beef and you make a gravy with it, and then you mix it together, and then you put it on a plate, and then it's usually buttered potatoes, and then some type of vegetable, which in this case would be a thing called mushy peas, which is just green peas mashed together, and there's butter in everything. And then if you've ever had Yorkshire pudding, which is not a pudding, it's a type of bread, that's also really greasy.
And I also found it weird that he cooked his eggs in grease as well. I'm like, why?
I've known people that have done that.
I'm like, but he just to put on top of everything he already cooked in grease, eggs too. I was like, oh no.
You know what's funny though? A friend of mine who's a cook, he showed me a trick with hamburger buns. When you're cooking hamburgers, you butter the bun lightly, and then you put it on you put it like if you're doing it on a frying pan, you put it in the frying pan, and it hardened like it toasted just a little, and so any wet toppings you put on like mustard, ketchup, doesn't matter, it won't make the bun soggy.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But so the reason I was telling the story about that guy,
Yeah.
he recently lived with me for when I started collecting around that time last year. He had recently moved in with me again, and for a while, and then he had his first heart attack before he came back to live with me for a while, and he didn't know it was a heart attack. So when it happened to him here, I was like, and he's also a heavy drinker. Well, he was a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
And so the second one, he said, like, yeah, if you didn't come in, you were basically there. You were done.
Oh, wow.
And I called 911 because he was pale. And he's white. Like, he is, like, really, like, white. Like, he's Ecuadorian, but he's not, he's got barely any melanin in him, man. So, I went to the hospital to him. I wrote him in the ambulance, and they told him, like, oh, you got to change your diet. He ended up finding out he also had like 2 different forms of diabetes or something.
Oh wow!
On top of the heart attack, and I'm like, bro, like I kept like since I've met you, I've been telling you like what you eat. Like I'm not the most slimmest guy, obviously. Like,
yeah.
But I do not eat like he eats at all. Like not even close to it. I'm like, if I was to eat like that, I probably would be dead by now.
No, I've been around somebody when they've had a heart attack, and it's scary. I'll give you that. Especially when you see somebody like
Yeah, the cold.
Sweating.
Yeah, the
Well,
cold.
no, just sweating in the middle of winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
well,
know.
that's what it is. Well,
Yeah.
if it's cold already, it's hard to call it cold sweat. But it's basically like you they start sweating, like you see them go
Yeah.
pale.
No, I just it was a friend of mine, and it was like the middle of winter here, and he's sweating, and he's out on the balcony, and he's shaking. He's like, I don't feel good. It's like, I'm calling an ambulance, man. And they took him in. Yeah, it was a heart attack.
Yeah.
The irony though is that the person we used to nickname him Stick Bug because he was so thin.
What's the nickname him what?
Stick Bug.
Well, he was skinny.
Skinny with large glasses. Like he had really bad eyes, so he had these really thick Coke bottle glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd make his smart guy, really smart, friendly, but it would make his eyes a little larger. Because I remember the one time I put his glasses on, and I was like, "How do you even get out of bed in the morning, man? Like I can't even find the floor." Like I'm 5'4" and I put the glasses on, and my feet look like tiny little marbles. And when you wear somebody's glasses, you see the opposite of what they see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how do you even know where? Like I could function without my glasses. I said, yeah, in this room, but I've seen you outside without your glasses on doing stuff. How do you? He's like, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up because, like I said, I was gonna run for 2 to 3 hours, and I'm guessing other people are probably winding down for the night or looking at other things. So, I want to take the time to thank everybody that took the time to come out and see, especially everyone in the chat. I want to thank Left Coast Pops. I want to thank Gene for coming out, Fritzy Funko, LB. I want to thank you also. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing these periodically. I will try to give 24 hours notice in case anybody wants to pop in. Like I said, I'm going to be here for the foreseeable future until things change. So in the meantime, guys, I want to say thank you. Appreciate it very much. And remember, be good to each other. Okay. Bye now.